This is Southern Cross News with Rachel Williams.
Good evening, thanks for joining us. Tasmanian retailers have been bombarded with bargain hunters in today's Boxing Day sales. Retail groups predict shoppers have spent more than $50 million across the state.
Jingle bells and ringing tills, the annual shopping stampede seeing millions splashed on homewares and clothing.
Things that I probably wouldn't buy because of my two daughters, so I tend to go and splurge a bit when I can.
Maya was a magnet for big spenders.
Pre-Christmas it's about gift giving, but straight after Christmas it's about themselves.
I was looking for a little dustbuster.
Clothes, women's clothes, good value.
The cash craze filling the same streets and malls which were empty yesterday.
I just love it. The whole city's so alive. There's people everywhere. I'm sorted. Now I'm waiting for the granddaughter. What more could the person want?
Some shops put on extra staff to cope.
It's just bigger than Christmas, to tell you the truth. Boxing Day, everyone's coming out to get a bargain and it's just been fantastic.
Sports Authority went under new management less than 12 months ago, making this their first taste of Boxing Day sales.
We've got to load up and get ready for it because people just come in and grab and go. It's mad.
The store says it has caught out a number of wannabe shoplifters today. Police are following up on similar reports.
We've targeted certain crime shop stealing rings.
But for the vast majority, today has been about spending Christmas cash and giving gift cards a good run.
A lot of line-up, so obviously some good bargains about.
I've got some new games for my Xbox and everything. It's been awesome.
Tom Johnson, Southern Cross News.
Hobart Airport is experiencing its busiest day ever, with a record number of aircraft movements. The schedule has been packed with 76 flights, mostly between Melbourne, but also Sydney, Brisbane, the Gold Coast and Adelaide. At one point, there were 6 large commercial jets on the ground as airport staff were kept busy turning the planes around. The airport is reviewing significant expansion plans to deal with the growth. The operators say they're also focusing on developing international routes, with options being explored for New Zealand and Asian flights. A speeding driver is still on the run after evading police near Deloraine yesterday. Half a dozen police cars were deployed when the driver failed to stop on the Bass Highway after being caught travelling 30 kilometres per hour above the speed limit. Police say the driver was in a green Subaru Forester with New South Wales registration.
Clearly, at some point, there's a decision to continue to drive or to drive in a certain way. And those decisions lead to terrible consequences when it all goes wrong.
1,500 random breath tests were carried out on Christmas Day as part of Operation Crossroads. One person was caught drink driving, while 4 more were found to have illicit drugs in their system. Authorities have issued a warning about traffic congestion for people heading to Bruny Island. Queues were fairly short today for the ferry service despite earlier concerns. State growth contractors are on standby to manage traffic congestion until the 8th of January. Authorities are urging motorists to follow directions.
We know that it's a busy time of the year. Getting caught in traffic is not pleasant, but it's worse obviously if driver behaviour worsens. So we do ask people to be patient.
The Mirrabina vessel is being backed up by the smaller Bowen during the summer peak. As the Liberals attempt to court voters ahead of the state election, they're continuing to drive a tough-on-crime approach. Today, the party announced a policy to expand the power of shop owners to search bags in an effort to fight shoplifting.
Local shop owners like Dean Young count the personal cost of shoplifting.
There's nothing worse than at the end of the day figuring out something's gone missing and it just ruins the whole day. It also makes you suspicious when someone comes in, which is something you don't want either. But people don't understand how much it affects you personally.
The businessman and Liberal candidate helping to spruik an election promise he says will help fight shoplifting, providing $10,000 no-interest loans for CCTV installation and giving shop owners the right to search bags, something the Liberals say our laws don't cater for.
All too often these petty criminals will know their rights. It's currently a loophole in the law and we aim to fix this loophole.
Labor says it will consider the policy, but it must balance the rights of business owners and law-abiding citizens.
So they could search prams, that's what you're saying?
Look, not invasively, of course. I think we're getting into the detail here, but obviously it's to allow a small business the right to when they suspect that a crime has been committed, to inspect a bag or inspect an item.
Shoplifting is estimated to cost Tasmania more than $200 million a year, with business owners wearing that burden or passing it on to other customers.
So this is purely and simply designed to protect honest customers, because those who object to their bags being looked through in a store either shouldn't enter the store in the first place or shouldn't pinch anything.
In response, Labor says its proposal to ban pokies in pubs and clubs will help address problem gambling and the reason why some people turn to crime. Michael Breen, Southern Cross News.
Good evening. It was partly cloudy across the state today with some showers in the east early this morning. Hobart, Burnie and Devonport all reached 21 degrees and it was 25 in Launceston. Maximum temperatures were slightly above average with the state's high of 27 recorded at Bushy Park. It was 24 on Flinders Island, 23 at St Helens, Friendly Beaches, Grove and on King Island, 21 at Wynyard and Strawn and 19 degrees at Laoini. Patchy low clouds sat over Tasmania, southeast Victoria and eastern New South Wales today, with a monsoon trough causing cloud cover and thunderstorms over the far northwest. And there were a few more thunderstorms over central Australia and inland WA. Here on the close-up we can see that low-level convective cloud over inland parts of the state. Tomorrow a pair of cold fronts cross southern waters towards Tasmania, while a broad trough of low pressure remains over the mainland. North to northeasterly winds 15 to 25 knots, reaching 30 about the east, swells to 1.5 metres in western and southern waters. There's a strong wind warning for eastern coastal waters between Wineglass Bay and Southeast Cape, and in the northwest from Sandy Cape to Stanley, as well as for Storm, Frederick Henry and Norfolk Bays. A partly cloudy day for Hobart tomorrow, 28 degrees the top, Geeveston and Bothwell both partly cloudy and 29. Launceston, partly cloudy, 27, a bit of cloud for Devonport, 21, Cressy, 29. Burnie, a partly cloudy, 20 degrees, Strawn, hot and mostly sunny, 30 the top, Curry on King Island, 25. Some drizzle for St Helens, 22, Swansea, partly cloudy, 26, Orford, 25. UV, extreme 12s across the state. Looking ahead to Thursday, rain extending statewide through the morning, contracting to the northeast in the afternoon with possible thunderstorms later on. Friday, showers about the east and northeast, developing later in the west, and more showers on Saturday, mostly clearing in the afternoon. Taking a look around the country tomorrow, Brisbane, a possible storm, 28 the top, Perth, 26, mostly sunny, a hot and cloudy day for Adelaide, 39, Sydney, partly cloudy, 26, and a top of 35 for Melbourne. At the moment, it's 20 degrees in Hobart, partly cloudy, Launceston 22 and clear, Devonport 19, clear also. And with Boxing Day over and done with, Christmas is finally over, and I hope that means Murph puts away all of those silly ties. Thanks, Rach.
I'm sure you'll find something else to replace them with. Thank you for that, Britt. Well, that's all your news for now. I'll be back later with updates. Thanks for joining us. Good night.